it is 2 something in the morning because I've driven all the way from one end of Indiana. From one end of Indiana to the other end. So I drove from east to west. So that was a couple of hours. I literally had to get some rest, um, a little bit of rest, and then get ready for the Billiken Parade that is going on today. And the parade begins at 10, but I have to be there at 7. And when I was telling my neighbor, uh, oh, excuse me, when I was telling my neighbor what I had to do, she was just like, "Oh my God, how is this? Why don't you just go ahead and relax?" And telling me all these other different things. And I'm like, that sounds really good in my head. I'm like, it sounds great. Uh-oh. Sorry, y'all. Hold on, let me turn this down. Okay. It sounded great. It sounded good. But I knew that, things like this takes preparation. I've been in a couple of pageants before, and winning them, people don't understand that winning them is the beginning stage of the journey. But once you win a title, excuse me, now you have to put your foot to the pedal. You have to put yourself to the plow and make things happen. And so it's going to require you to do more than you did before because you're a winner. You're not at the same level anymore. Like if you went from city and you went to state, you're not local. You're regional. If you won the national and from the state or the regional, you're no longer regional. You're national. So with that comes more responsibility. And it started reminding me of what God said about the talents, how he gave men, gave everyone talents according to their what they could hold. And how some people, I don't think I was supposed to go this way. Yeah, I can go this way. How some people were able to multiply their talents and they became make their talents useful, use what they had to increase their talents, and they were rewarded later. The guy who had 2 talents, this guy who had 1 talent, he squandered his, he hid his. But the guy with 2 and 5, they multiplied theirs. They did what they had with the talents, tried to make the best out of it, and did what they had to do. And at the end, they were rewarded by their master by using the talent. But the last one who had the 1 talent made an excuse and said, "Oh, he got scared and nervous, and because he was scared and nervous, he didn't use his talent. He just hid it, and that's something that some of us do. And because of that, he was called a sluggard. He was called slothful and wasteful, and the talent that he had was taken away from him, and it was given to the person who did the most, who used their talents more effectively, who could handle more, and that also means to whom much is given, much is required." And so that happened. And so with that, came a lot of responsibility and more diligence and all these kind of other good things. And but it took a lot of sacrifice. Think about if you have a talent and you're investing in yourself and you're doing something, it's gonna take work. You gotta mature, you gotta keep using it. You're gonna take time away from things that people who are not using their talents, who are just hiding things or they're too nervous. You're doing more than what they are doing. It takes more work, it takes more energy, it takes more time, it takes more everything, effort, everything, and yeah, so while you're doing that, it's proving, and it's natural law, really. It's proving that you can handle what is given to you, and you won't fall, and you won't flake. One of the things that I even learned for myself about this personally, which was true, is that when I first became things that I had to go through, all the negative things made me so nervous to the point where, I kind of forgot all about why I wanted to be in a pageant. I couldn't even focus on the nice things because there was so much negativity hitting me all at once. But once I started getting better and started understanding things, I started to look at the bigger picture of things. I started to look at the bigger picture of things and seeing, what is at stake? Well, what am I learning here? What am I trying to get? And that made life for me so much better. That made things so much easier for me. To the point where I think I should have went over here. Yeah, things got so much better for me to the point where I no longer sweat over the negativity that arises when I succeed, because I know that's part of the process. And sometimes you have to get into that mode of the talents. Use your talent while you have it. Because it's gonna be gone. It's the reason why you have what you have at this moment. There's someone that's gonna need that your talent. Someone's gonna need to see your talent. Someone's gonna need to see your skills and your strength and your motivation to say, I can make it. Believe it or not, they really do. Okay. I don't see it over there. Okay. So yeah, use that talent. Use that talent. That's all I can say about that. Use your talent. Don't get sidetracked about other people or things that are going on. Don't get sidetracked about that at all. Because I guarantee you, if you keep using your talent and you keep doing things and I wouldn't even say if you keep doing it, definitely if you do things right, you'll get blessed by it. If you use your talent, you'll get blessed. Things will multiply because you'll be able to handle things. But if you don't, if you hide it, you'll never know because you never started. You'll never start. That's just like when I wanted to start a body cream business, and a lot of people were like, well, we already got, there's so many people who are making it, so many people who do this, and giving me all this kind of different, someone's already doing it, so why do you want to do it? It's not gonna work. They're telling me all this, but I knew deep down in my heart that I wanted that more than anything. I wanted it bad enough, and I didn't care what other people said. I wanted it, and therefore, I wanted it, and therefore I believed that it was going to be successful, and just like that, and just like that is what happened. I kept working on myself. Now, did it go overnight? No, of course not. But after I kept working that thing and I kept using my skills, I started learning more skills. Learning more techniques. I learned more stuff about business. I learned more stuff about emulsifying the oils and the other chemicals inside of the mixtures. I learned more, to where I was able to be successful in it. So, come on, guys. And so, yeah, that is what I got from that. So, yeah. And I'm telling you, don't get upset by other people who nag you or about a job, because God is really changing the job scenarios anyway. I don't know why people tripping for real. But God is really changing those job scenarios to where people don't even, not say need jobs, but they're not going and doing a 9 to 5 in the office anymore. They know that they can do the same thing and work from home. People are creating different structures. excuse me, a different brand, a different mindset. So don't think of it. Don't think of it like that. Uh, think of it as you developing yourself, developing your talent, developing your skills. Um, I think that is it about that one. Um, I've already I've already said, made my statement of why you should use your talent and all of the other good stuff. So, um, oh yeah, I forgot. I was talking about the patent thing about, using the talent, and I didn't describe what I was doing now. So I had to get up, drive from one side of the state to another. We were going to cross the border in the morning, and this happened because I wasn't even supposed to drive. I actually was going to catch the bus and go to Chicago and do the parade there with a carriage ride. But the carriage ride, uh, excuse me, the person who was supposed to do the carriage ride ended up getting sick, and so I had to make alternate means to get there, and I had to do it in a very short amount of time. So this is what I got. So so yeah, I had to make a decision to come here, meet that person. So get up in a pickup truck and go that way. So um, yeah, my neighbor didn't. She didn't get that. She didn't understand it. She was just like, "Why don't you just cancel it?" And it's like, no, if that was the case, if something didn't go right, she's like, to try again. Like, you'll be canceling your whole life. I promise you. If you just wait to the perfect moment, it's not. It doesn't work that way. Um, yeah, it doesn't work that way. So, uh, yeah, why should I? Um, I'm gonna get off of here. Hopefully, something I said or done will help you on your journey. Please stay tuned. The journey to Jerusalem.